Hi, I'm Dean Burnett, Dr. Dean Burnett if you prefer, but I don't, so let's never speak of it again. You might know me from books like those ones, and I'm here just to do a quick video about Blue Monday, which is apparently today, at the time of recording, obviously. I've mentioned this before, but even if I didn't know today was Blue Monday, I would have found out via the very many articles and news headlines insisting that it is Blue Monday and quoting me in the piece. For the record, I have been quite open about my thoughts on Blue Monday in the past, but always in print or in a text-based medium. But clearly, the fact that this is still happening, and if anything, the coverage is becoming more assertive as time goes on, my comments haven't really sunk in. So I thought I'll do them again in an audio-visual medium, which is what this is, see if that has any more impact. So, once again, for those who haven't quite grasped it yet, Blue Monday, not a thing. You know, things, individual objects, entities, and concepts which exist within the parameters of reality, Blue Monday, not one of them. Never has been, never will be. I suspect those responsible for it are fully aware of this fact, but I cannot prove that, so I know. Let's not get into an avenue which could end up with me being sued. Nonetheless, Blue Monday, not a thing. You may have seen it reported in the papers as a thing, but it isn't. Just because it has an equation behind it, this equation, doesn't mean anything. This equation here looks all impressive, looks all mathy, but it's not. It combines very many things which make absolutely no sense in the mathematical or even within the realms of reality levels. It includes things like time since Christmas, motivation, debt level, weather, and other things like that. These things are not compatible mathematically, physically, conceptually. And just because you put them in an equation does not mean that equation will work in any way, shape or form. The example I've always used before is like, imagine sitting down to a maths exam and you get a question saying, what do you get if you have 15 kilograms of sand plus 58 degrees centigrade plus 76 miles an hour plus a weasel? That's a very tricky thing to work out. You end up with a hot, fast, sandy weasel, which is no good to anyone, and which is what Blue Monday is. And it's annoying because it keeps getting treated as a serious thing. And I've been quoted as in pieces about it, usually with phrases like certain academics, like Dr. Dean Burnett, consider the concept to be pseudoscience. Yes, we do, because it is. Nothing is going to change that. It never will be real, and it never has been real. If you were somehow able to calculate with maths someone's emotional mood state in advance to the exact date, that is a level of genius hitherto unknown to humankind. If you could do it with an entire population, that is literal galaxy brain thinking. If you are capable of that sort of thinking, your workings shouldn't be easily dissected and dismissed by bumbling idiots like myself. So therefore, I struggle to believe it as a concept. Claims about it are annoying. I've been quoted as a colleague of the equation's originator, Dr. Cliff Arnall, because we both went to Cardiff University and are psychologists. That's not true. I did my PhD in Cardiff University Psychology School, and I'm still an honorary research associate. I can call myself a Cardiff University psychologist. As far as I'm aware, Dr. Arnall, if it's a legitimate title, I don't know. Just putting that out there. He taught some evening classes at a different department, which is far less rigorous, shall we say. We're not colleagues. We've never met. We've never even spoken. We haven't had any communication whatsoever. Nonetheless, Blue Monday keeps getting shared everywhere as if it's a real thing, even by government Twitter accounts today, which I've been tagged in. Hence, I'm responding in a medium like this. Mood doesn't work that way. You cannot calculate someone's emotional state with just some figures, completely abstract random numbers. Emotions are incredibly complex, incredibly diverse, incredibly subjective. Even if you could work out someone's mental state in advance by some freak of science, that wouldn't apply to anyone else, more likely than not. Emotions are incredibly complex. I know, just did a whole book about it. Yeah, see? You should buy that. It's just come out. And you might think, it's a bit cynical, using this to promote your own work. That's what Blue Monday is. That is literally the spirit of Blue Monday. It was concocted by a travel company to make people want to go on holiday just after Christmas, because believe it or not, most people don't, because they've just spent all their money. So, oh, it's a depressing day of the year. I have to do something about that. I'll buy a holiday because that's the thinking apparently. Don't know if it worked or not, but that's why it's taken off. And media people, I get it. It's a slow time of year. It's an easy news story. It's fill some content, which is all under the cosh for these days. I get it. But can we not move on to something else now? Isn't it another random day we can just attribute random nonsense to? Something which doesn't belittle mood and mental state and treat depression as some sort of annual holiday. Can we please? That's just it's a request. So yeah, if you want to know actual mood works, you should buy this. If you want to go on holiday, feel free, but don't go on holiday because it's Blue Monday, because it isn't.